Is your business throwing money away on the blocked VAT expenses? Most companies in the UAE are making these critical errors. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, the Tax Master UAE. In today's video, we are diving into a topic that can have a massive impact on your bottom line, which is blocked input VAT expenses. So without any delay, let's get it started. Here in the introduction section, let's understand what is this and how it affects your businesses. So with the introduction of UAE VAT law, business faces new challenges in managing their day-to-day expenses, where input VAT recovery is a key benefit. Then there are specific expenses where VAT recovery is blocked, which can impact your financials. So it is crucial for a business to identify these expenses to avoid costly error in the tax reporting. In this video, we will guide you through the list of common business expenses where input VAT recovery is not permitted, which can help you stay compliant and optimize your VAT process. So please don't miss this essential breakdown of the blocked input VAT under UA VAT law. So now, out of all these expenses, all these blocked expenses are categorized in three broad categories. Number one is entertainment expenses. Number two is motor vehicle used for personal expenses. And number three is employee related expenses. So let's understand all these in details. Number one is entertainment expenses. So here entertainment expenses, any expenses which are considered to be entertainment expenses and VAT paid on such expenses is not recoverable, which is blocked. So actually what happens for business registered in the VAT in the UAE, it becomes an important expenses while recovering the VAT inputs. So especially VAT cannot be recovered on entertainment cost provided to individuals who are not employed by the business, including customers, potential clients, officials, shareholders, owner, and the investor. Here, let's break this into parts. One is employee, and other is other than employee. So if these expenses, I will come to the point what type of expenses are included in entertainment expenses. Before that, let's learn the law. If entertainment related expenses is incurred by the company on their staff, on their employee, in that case, VAT is still recoverable. However, if these if these expenses are incurred to customers, potential clients, officials, shareholders, owner, and the investor, they are not allowed. The VAT input is not allowed if such entertainment expenses is incurred on such persons. Now, here entertainment expenses includes expenses such as hospitality expenses such as accommodation, food, and drinks out of routine meeting, access to show or events, and trip intended for leisure or entertainment. So here, if food, accommodation, drinks are provided during a routine meeting, which is not outside of the routine meeting, in that case, VAT is still recoverable. However, if these hospitality expenses are incurred outside of routine meeting, in that case, or trips or show or events, in that case, VAT recovery is blocked. So recognizing these restrictions can help your business avoid non-compliances and unexpected VAT penalty in the futures. So let's second category is motor vehicle used for personal purposes. So business registered under VAT in the UAE can recover VAT on purchase, lease, or rental of motor vehicle used for business purposes. Here, main thing to notice is business purposes. If these and transactions are incurred for business purposes, they are allowed to take VAT inputs. However, if this motor vehicle is used for personal purposes by the individual in the business, the right to recover VAT is lost here. Here, motor vehicle refers to any road vehicle designed for up to 10 passengers, including driver. So, if you exclude driver, then only 9 passengers, and if you include the driver, then 10 passengers. So, up to if any vehicle is designed up to 10 passengers, they are referred as motor vehicle for VAT purposes. However, the motor vehicle excludes such other vehicles such as trucks, forklifts, waste, and similar commercial vehicles. Now, after understanding this, there are exceptions. If that motor vehicle is used for following categories, fall into one or any of following categories, they are considered to be used for business purposes. It means they are not considered to be available for private uses. What are these? Number one, license taxi. So any vehicle licensed by a competent authority for taxi services, then these vehicles are considered to be not used for personal uses, and any expenses and VAT paid on expenses for that licensed taxi or such vehicle, business can recover inputs. Other is emergency vehicle. So emergency vehicle registered and used as emergency vehicles such as those operated by the police, fire brigades, paramedics, or similar emergency services. So, and if the vehicle used for such operated by such person, then it will be assumed that it is not used for private uses, and expenses VAT paid on expenses related to emergency vehicle is available. And other is rental vehicle. So rental vehicle here means, suppose I am in a rental business. I take some vehicle on rent, and that rented vehicle is I again rented out to the customer. Here the nature of my business is rental. So the expenses incurred for this type of vehicle is allowable to take VAT inputs. And last is employee related expenses. So employee related expenses which are related to business operation, which are which are provided to operate or to undertake the employee's duty, they are available. VAT input on such expenses are available. However, if such expenses, employee related expenses, are such expenses may be goods or services provided by employer to employee free of cost. Here, free of cost and for their personal benefit. Two things to note here. One should be free of cost and other is for their personal benefits. In that case, VAT input is not recovered by the business, which includes that not directly related to business operations but are intended for personal use or enjoyment of the employee. However, there are certain exceptions. If the business incurred such expenses, they are eligible for VAT inputs. Number one, legal obligation. If the employer is legally required, legally bound under UAE labor law to provide certain goods or services to the employee, in such case, the VAT paid on expenses is allowed to recover. Other is contractual or policy obligation. When it is contractual obligation or documented employees company policy to provide specific goods or services that are necessary for employee to perform their roles, in that case, also that goods or service should align with normal business practices within the industry. In that case, the VAT paid on such expenses, such goods or services, is allowed to take VAT inputs. We can understand this clause by example. Number one, example, in the UAE what happens, employers are legally required to provide health insurance to their employee. Since it is mandatory obligation, it is mandatory by law. So VAT paid on health insurance premium for employee can be recovered by the business. Also, suppose an IT company has documented policy and contractual obligation to provide laptop, software license, and internet access to its remote employee, then the provisions are necessary. These provisions are necessary for the employee to perform their role effectively, as it is standard practice in the industry and documented in employment contract or company policy. The VAT paid on purchase of these tools and services can be recovered by the business. Here, it should be, first of all, it should be used to undertake, like it should, these goods and services should provide which can make the employer's job easy or effective, which will be necessary to perform their roles. And other is that these goods and services should be documented in employment contract between the employer and the employee. And if these conditions are satisfied, in that case, company are eligible to take VAT inputs on such expenses. At last, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. And if you think anyone could benefit from this video, please do share, like, and subscribe. Also, please write in comment section if you want to listen or learn any topic related to UAE VAT law, UAE corporate tax law, and IFRS. Thank you so much.